Are you still adding your leads into your CRM application manually? Then this automation is just for you. So hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video we're going to learn how to add IndiaMART leads inquiries to Salesforce for Firecrackers business. So I am an owner of a Firecrackers business and I receive a lot of leads and inquiries for my business by my potential customers and clients with the help of IndiaMART. I want that as soon as I'm going to receive a new lead with the help of IndiaMART, I want to add that lead into my Salesforce account as a lead as well. Now doing this manually, adding my leads from IndiaMART to Salesforce is very time consuming. So what I did was I simply automated this entire process with the help of Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing automation and integration software. And in this automation, I have created a connection between IndiaMART and Salesforce with the help of it. So if you also want to learn about this amazing automation, then let me take you all to my screen.
Welcome to my screen. In this video, we're going to learn how to add IndiaMART leads inquiries to Salesforce for Firecrackers business. So as an owner of a firecracker business, I rely on IndiaMART to reach a broad customer base and attract new leads. On the other hand, I use Salesforce to organize and manage my sales pipeline, track customers' interaction, ensure consistent follow-ups to boost conversations. The challenge I face is manually transferring lead data from IndiaMART to Salesforce. So by automating the process, I can ensure that every new lead that has been generated for my business with the help of IndiaMART has been instantly added in my Salesforce account as a lead. This integration allows me to personalize leads based on their level of interest and response quickly. And I will be creating this amazing automation between IndiaMART and Salesforce with the help of Pabbly Connect. So on the screen, you can see the website of Pabbly Connect, that is pabbly.com/connect. After browsing this website, we need to sign into our Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. So as I'm an existing user, I'm going to sign into my Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you can see the all Pabbly apps written in front of you, in which you can see all the applications of Pabbly, from which we are going to select Pabbly Connect by clicking on this Access Now button. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. In order to start an automation process in Pabbly Connect, we need to create a workflow. For that, click on this top right corner button right over here that says Create Workflow. A dialog box is then going to appear in front of you, which is asking for the workflow name and for us to select a folder. So for the name of my workflow over here, I'm going to give it as Add IndiaMART Leads Inquiries to Salesforce for Firecrackers Business. So this is the name that I want to give to my workflow, okay? After giving the name to the workflow, it's asking for me to select the folder. So on the left side of my screen, you can see I've created multiple folders in my Pabbly Connect account, from which I'm going to select a specific folder in which I want to save this workflow in. For that, click on this drop down. So these are the folders from which under IndiaMART Automations, I've created a folder in the name of Lead Management. I'm going to select this folder from here, okay? After giving the name to the workflow and selecting the folder, I'm going to click on this Create button in order to create a workflow. A workflow is created in the name of Add IndiaMART Leads Inquiries to Salesforce for Firecrackers Business. And over here, you can see there are two windows in front of you. One window says Trigger, other says Action. So what is Trigger and Action? Trigger and action are two most important steps of our automation process because our process depends on these two principles. Over here, trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means our action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. We are going to set up our trigger step first. And for the trigger application, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as IndiaMART. As with the help of IndiaMART, I'm receiving a lot of leads and inquiries for my Firecrackers business. I want that as soon as a new lead is going to be generated by the potential customers and clients with the help of IndiaMART, automatically and instantly Pabbly Connect should capture the response of that, okay? After selecting the trigger application, it is asking for me to select the trigger event, which is going to be new leads. As whenever a new lead is going to be generated with the help of IndiaMART, automatically and instantly Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response of the new lead being generated. Okay. After selecting the trigger application and the event, you can see that Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. With the help of this unique webhook URL, we're going to create a connection between IndiaMART and Pabbly Connect by following the steps given here below in the help desk. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first copy this URL from here. After copying the URL, I'm going to log into my IndiaMART account and I'm going to connect my IndiaMART account to Pabbly Connect. For that, I'm going to log into my account. So this is my IndiaMART account. I've already logged into it. Now what we're going to do is we are going to connect this account to Pabbly Connect. For that, from the left side of the panel, go to the lead manager option right over here. After coming to the lead manager option, you can see on the top left corner it says menu. Go to this option. From the given drop down, click on this import/export leads, and from the options given over here, click on this push API button right over here. So you will be landed towards the push API integration page. Over here it is asking for us to select the source first. So in the drop down, the given source is not provided to us, so I'm going to click on this other option right over here. As we're going to select the other option, it is asking for the platform name first. So for the platform name over here, I'm going to give it as Pabbly Connect. This is the platform name right over here. And for the URL field, I'm going to paste the webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us. After giving the CRM platform name and entering the URL, I'm going to click on the Save Details button. It is asking for the reason why we're creating this API. For that, I'm going to select the reason, a random reason from the drop down, and click on this button right over here. As I've done that, you can see over here the webhook is now been successfully added to my IndiaMART account. As now the webhook is successfully added in my IndiaMART account, I'm going to open my workflow again and scroll down. You can see over here it is saying waiting for webhook response. So now in order to check whether IndiaMART is connected to Pabbly Connect or not successfully, what I'm going to do is I'm going to generate a test lead for my business in my IndiaMART account, and then I'm going to check whether Pabbly Connect captures the response of the test lead being generated or not. Now in order to generate the test lead for my IndiaMART account, I'm going to log into the user account of mine. So this is my user account, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to generate a test lead with the help of this account. Okay. Firstly, I'm going to search for the product that I'm selling. So I've created a dummy product in the name of. So this is a dummy product that I've created. I'm going to select this product from here. So this is a dummy product right over here. Okay. Now I'm going to generate a test lead for this dummy product. For that, I'm going to click on this contact supply button right over here. Firstly, it is asking for the message. This is the inquiry that I want to ask. So for the inquiry over here, I'm going to write it as. So this is the inquiry that I want to ask. That is, hello, I'm interested in purchasing firecrackers in bulk for an upcoming event. Could you please share the price list and details available discounts for the large orders? So this is the message over here. Okay, then I'm going to click on the submit button. It is asking for the business name. So for the business name over here, I'm going to write it as. So this is a business name, ABC Company. Okay, after that, I'm going to click on this submit button. As I've clicked on submit, you can see it says the details are sent. As the details are sent, this means the test lead has now been generated. As the test lead is successfully generated, I'm going to open my workflow and check whether Pabbly Connect has captured the response of the test lead being generated or not. For that, I'm going to open the workflow that I've created. So this is the workflow, and if I'm going to scroll down, you can see right over here, Pabbly Connect has captured the response of the test lead being generated. We have received the unique query ID, you can see right over here, with the dummy subject, and over here state comes as Madhya Pradesh, name of the lead comes as Angel. For the phone number, I've received the dummy mobile number, email as testuser@pablytudes.com. For the country, over here the country as India, code as IN. For the company name as Test Company, city as Bhopal, address as Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. Over here we received the product name. This was the dummy product name that we have created. The message is the inquiry that we have generated. You can see right away it says, hello, I'm interested in purchasing firecrackers in bulk for an upcoming event. Could you please provide a list and details of available discounts for large orders? This was the same inquiry that we have generated, and all the other details are also provided. As the responses of the new lead being generated with the help of IndiaMART is successfully captured over here, this means that IndiaMART has now been connected to Pabbly Connect and a trigger setup is done. Now, as the trigger setup is done, what our objective is that as soon as a new lead is going to be generated with the help of IndiaMART, I want to create that same lead in my Salesforce account as well. Now, for that, we're going to set up our action step. And for the action application over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as Salesforce. As I want to create the same lead that is generated in my IndiaMART account in my Salesforce account, so that is why for the action application, I'm going to select it as Salesforce. And for the action event over here, I'm going to select it as create lead, as now we're going to create a lead that was generated in our IndiaMART account in our Salesforce account as well. Okay. After selecting the action application and the event, I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you, on which click on add new connection, or else you can select the existing connection. After clicking on add new connection, over here it says connect with Salesforce. Click on this button right over here. A window is then going to appear in front of you, which is asking for a permission. So I'm going to click on this allow button. As the C process, my data is perfectly saved with Pabbly Connect, so I'm going to click on this allow button right over here. As I've done that, you can see successfully authorize Salesforce to Pabbly Connect. After authorizing, it is asking for the details of the lead that we're going to create in our Salesforce account. So for the data of the lead that we're going to create, what we're going to do is we're going to map the data. What is mapping? Mapping means inserting data from the previous step. So we're going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. And how mapping works is that as soon as I'm going to click on this field right over here, you can see this was a previous step, that is IndiaMART new leads. And as I'm going to click on it, this was the same response that was captured in our previous step. Firstly, it is asking for the last name of the lead that we're going to create. As we're going to create a lead that is generated with the help of IndiaMART in our Salesforce account. So from my previous response, I'm going to select the data of the last name, okay? In my previous response, I've received the sender's name, but only the first name of the sender. So what I'm going to do is for the last name also, I'm going to map the data of the last name, that is the first name of my lead from my previous response. As I've selected data from my previous response, the data is mapped. And as I've mapped the data has now become dynamic. That means whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this map data. Similarly, for the first name, I'm going to map the data of the first name of my lead right over here. After that, it is asking for the title. I do not require the field, so I'm going to skip the part. Next, it is asking for the company. So the company over here, I'm going to search for the company. So this is the company. I'm going to map the data of the company right over here. For the phone number, I'm going to map the data of the phone number that I've received in our previous step. I'm going to map the data of the phone number right over here. Next, it is asking for the email. So for the email over here, I'm going to map the data of the email that I've received in my previous response. Okay. After that, it is asking for the website and the description. I do not require the field, so I'm going to skip the part. Next, it is asking for the lead source. So as the lead source is not provided in the drop down, what I'm going to do is I'm going to toggle this map button right over here. Erase this existing data from here. And over here, I'm going to write it as IndiaMART leads. Okay. This is the lead source. Okay. For the status, I'm going to let it be open. The rating, I'm going to select it as hot. And after that, it is asking for the street. So for the street over here, I'm going to map the data of the address that I've received in my previous response. Okay. For the city, I'm going to map the data of the city that I've received. I'm going to map it. And for the country also, I've received the data of the country. So I'm going to map the data of the country. Okay. After filling in all the required details, what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply click on the Save and Send Test Request button right over here. As I've done that, you can see right away I've received the response, which is a positive response. So now I'm going to open my Salesforce account and check whether a new lead has been created in my Salesforce account or not. For that, I'm going to log into my Salesforce account. So this is my Salesforce account, and you can see right over here the new lead is generated in the name of Angel. If I'm going to open this lead from here, you can see a new lead has been generated in my Salesforce account in the name of Angel right over here. Okay. If you're going to tally the response for the phone number, we've received the phone number of the lead. Email as test user @pabblytudes.com. Company name as test lead. Over here for the lead source comes as IndiaMART leads. You can see right over here. The status is open. You can see if I'm going to further scroll down. For the address that we have entered, you can see right over here with all the other details. Okay. As now the lead has also been created in our Salesforce account, this means that we successfully created an automation between IndiaMART and Salesforce with the help of Pabbly Connect. So now to sum up till now what we have done, I am an owner of a Firecrackers business and I receive a lot of leads and inquiries for my business with the help of IndiaMART. My objective is that as soon as a new lead is going to be generated by the potential customers and clients with the help of IndiaMART for my Firecrackers business, automatically that lead should be created in my Salesforce account as well so that my sales team can manage the record. And for that I've created this amazing automation between IndiaMART and Salesforce with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment down below if you have any questions or doubts, and please share this video.
Not just with these applications, you can create automation between multiple other applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. If you have any questions, you can contact us on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can check the queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, then you can check out this link. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment on if you have any questions or doubts, and please share this video.